Imagine a universe where every star, every planet, every celestial home humanity once knew has simply vanished. A cosmic event known only as the Quiet Rapture has wiped the sky clean. And in that empty, terrifying universe, one man descends into a blood-red ocean on a dead moon, inside a fragile metal coffin known as the Iron Lung. This isn't a nightmare. This is Iron Lung, the cult horror game that is now becoming one of the most anticipated indie horror films of the decade. And the man bringing it to life isn't a Hollywood director. It's a YouTube legend. Today, we're diving deep into the rise of Iron Lung, how a tiny indie game became a cinematic event, why this movie is generating massive hype, and what makes it one of the boldest creator-driven projects ever attempted. Let's begin. The story starts in 2022, when an indie developer named David Szymanski released a small, claustrophobic horror game called Iron Lung. It wasn't flashy. It wasn't filled with jump scares. In fact, you barely see anything at all. You're trapped in a cramped submarine, navigating through a thick ocean of blood on a distant moon. There are no windows, no map, no visibility, only a metal hull, a flickering camera feed, and your imagination. The horror isn't what you see, it's what you can't see. That unique, suffocating experience made Iron Lung an instant cult classic. Gamers praised its tension, its atmosphere, and the existential dread it created with almost nothing. And among the earliest supporters of the game was Markiplier. Mark Fishbach, known to millions as Markiplier, wasn't just a fan. He was fascinated by the story, the setting, and the raw terror the game delivered. And so he did something almost no one expected. He didn't just want to review it, he wanted to adapt it himself. No big studio, no Hollywood backing, no safety net, just passion, ambition, and a personal belief that this story deserved a cinematic life. Fast forward, Markiplier announces that he is writing, directing, producing, editing, and starring in a full-length Iron Lung movie, completely self-funded, shot on location in Austin, Texas, built from the ground up with practical effects, custom submarine sets, and more fake blood than almost any horror movie in history. Production wrapped in 2023. By 2024, the final cut was complete. But the world still had one big question. When is Iron Lung coming out? The answer is finally here. Iron Lung will hit theaters in the United States on January 30th, 2026. A genuine theatrical release, not streaming, not online exclusive, but on the big screen, exactly how Markiplier believes it should be experienced. The plan is a rollout across 50 to 100 independent theaters. A grassroots release, small, focused, impactful, just like the game. This is not a corporate film. This is a creator's film. And that alone makes Iron Lung one of the most unique movie releases in years. So what makes this adaptation so different and so risky? First, the challenge of translating the game to film. Iron Lung, the game relies on what you don't see. No windows, no outside visuals. Just readings, warnings, and the crushing weight of isolation. Most films rely on spectacle. Iron Lung relies on dread. To succeed, the movie must embrace that same suffocating atmosphere. The cramped metal walls, the creaking machinery, the unpredictable sounds hiding in the blood-red darkness outside, the feeling of being buried alive at the bottom of a toxic ocean on a dead moon. It's claustrophobic horror taken to the extreme. Second, Markiplier's creative control. Because he financed it himself, there are no studio executives demanding rewrites or watering down the vision. No pressure to make it more commercial or safer. Iron Lung is free to be exactly as bleak, tense, and visceral as the original game. It's cosmic horror, existential dread, a descent into the unknown. And the most terrifying part is that no matter what's out there, you are completely alone. So should you watch Iron Lung when it releases? If you love atmospheric horror, if you love cosmic dread, if you love creator-driven projects with real passion behind them, then the answer is yes. Iron Lung isn't just another horror movie. It's a bold experiment, a challenge to Hollywood norms, a movie built not by a studio, but by someone who genuinely loves the source material. When the lights dim, when the theater goes silent, when that submarine creaks and groans in the darkness, you will feel every second of isolation, every moment of fear, every beat of the unknown pressing in. Because in the Iron Lung, you are trapped, you are blind, and what waits outside the hull may be far worse than death. Iron Lung releases January 30th, 2026, and for horror fans everywhere, this is one descent you won't want to miss.